WCVB Channel 5. This is a Storm Team 5 weather alert.
And good afternoon to you once again. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. If you are just joining us, we want to let you know we're going to do this at the top of every hour here, that we've got a hurricane watch up for the Cape, the islands, the South Coast. This goes all the way to Long Island as Henri is going to be strengthening. Right now it's a tropical storm. It has 65-mile-per-hour winds. It's moving to the northwest at 7, but is expected to turn toward the north and strengthen into a hurricane by tomorrow morning. And then it gets even stronger here in these Gulf waters on its approach to New England before it starts to slow down a little bit. And by Sunday evening at 8 p.m. is it expected to be on shore as either making a landfall as a weak hurricane or a strong tropical storm. And if you haven't tuned in since yesterday, this is a significant westward shift in the track, as it looks like some of the upper level winds are going to pull this closer to the west and closer to the coastline. So right now it looks like that landfall here could be focused a little bit more toward Rhode Island than Cape Cod, or perhaps if this westward trend continues all the way into Connecticut. So we're going to watch the track. But what happens once it moves on land is that it slows way down from Sunday evening at 8 p.m. until Monday morning at 8 a.m. Notice it doesn't move a whole lot. So once it moves on shore, it will weaken. We'll lose a lot of the wind, but the rain is going to persist, and that means there will be some significant flooding. Typically, heaviest rain is along and west of the track. That may put a swath of heavier rain focused across central and western New England, where we may see 3 to 6 inches of rain, a little bit less in easternmost Massachusetts, but flooding is going to be possible from that. In addition, the stronger winds and a storm surge are what the biggest concerns are going to be on the eastern side, and those winds pick up Sunday morning as early as about 8 a.m. They only get stronger into the afternoon as this will start to make its approach closer to us, and with that landfall will come a storm surge to the east of where this makes the center. So multiple impacts Sunday into Monday. Inland flooding concern due to the slow movement, coastal flooding with astronomically high tides along with that storm surge, and these strong winds could lead to power outages just about anywhere where the ground is very saturated. It won't take a lot of wind to bring down some trees and cause some power outages. So a lot to prepare for. The weather's quiet today and tomorrow. You've got some time to do it. We will continue to keep you updated every step of the way as Henri approaches. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. We'll send you now to GMA3.
This is according to the White House, and it's the first time that daily doses have topped 1 million in 7 weeks, and that includes 562,000 newly vaccinated Americans. We are all cheering those brave people who decided to go ahead and get vaccinated, but we are also talking about booster shots this week now, and it's a central focus because we're all kind of getting close to now that 8-month mark that they're recommending, but this isn't without controversy. Tell us more.
Well, as we've said, the C's don't just mean COVID, it also means controversy and in some cases confusion. There are a lot of questions when you talk about this issue of booster shots. Number one, timing. A lot of people wondering why we got the White House recommending this before even the existing shots received full FDA authorization. Then there's a question of supply. We know that there is a massive need for just the initial doses, not just in this country, but in other parts of the world, particularly low-income countries. Will our getting boosters take that supply away from other countries that need it? And then we have to ask, what is the goal? Is it to affect a number of cases, hospitalizations or deaths, all three, or just hospitalizations and deaths? Because remember, the vaccines are still largely doing their job for preventing severe disease. So a lot of unanswered questions, and as you say, a lot of controversy.
Right, exactly. And then for those who are still on the fence, for those who are unvaccinated, what are the key facts they should know right now?
And this is an ongoing discussion, risk-benefit, because again, so many Americans are still unvaccinated. These are really the important points, Amy. Number one, the risk of this Delta variant is far, far greater than any potential or possible small risks of side effects with these vaccines. The benefits are pretty clear. They are reducing the risk of hospitalizations, deaths, severe disease, and they are a protection mechanism for other people. And again, these myth-busting mRNA vaccines do not interact with our own DNA. They don't even come close to the nucleus. And these vaccines are not, I underscore, are not associated with miscarriage or infertility. So really, I am
with the latest headlines for us. Happy Friday, Kenneth.
Happy Friday, Amy, to you and Dr. Jen. Let's start with the latest on that storm threat facing millions in the Northeast this weekend. Tropical storm Henri is now between Florida and Bermuda and is gaining strength as it moves north along the East Coast. It's expected to become a hurricane tomorrow as it closes in on southern New England Sunday. There are hurricane and storm surge watches in effect from Long Island to Cape Cod. The Taliban is cracking down on protests in the streets against their takeover of Afghanistan, as some 15,000 Americans and as many as 60,000 Afghans are trying to flee the country from Kabul. Today, President Biden, who's been defiant about his withdrawal decision, is expected to speak about the situation. In California, conditions are slightly improving as more than 11,000 firefighters try to contain 15 wildfires raging across that state. The Dixie fire will reach 700,000 acres burned today and has already destroyed more than 650 homes. Several major studios, including Sony and Paramount, are either pushing back premiere dates or in some cases going straight to streaming. One factor that could help: several cities are now mandating proof of vaccination before you get your ticket and that popcorn. And the robot invasion on the Ohio State University campus, the university teaming up with Grubhub on a delivery app that allows students to order food that's delivered to dorms by 50 robotic